Because I'm so curious, you talk about beating the matrix and you have the world on your side, and obviously you got people in power that are not exactly on your side. But I'm curious for you.
To interrupt you, sorry.
Go ahead.
Are the people in power on anyone's side? Does anybody in any country in the West now agree with anything their politicians do? I'm actually asking this question. Every time I see a politician talk, I think you will not find a single person on the street who agrees with that crap. We don't want to bomb these countries. We don't want to give money to these places. None of these things they're doing, anybody wants us to do. Democracy in action, huh? If they're not on my side, they're not on anybody's side. It doesn't matter if you're in France, Germany, England, or America. I can't find a single democratic nation where any of the decisions they make benefit their own people ever, and anybody agrees with it at all. It's a miracle it still operates. It's a miracle somehow they're still pulling it off, where they stand in front of us and go, you're all gonna pay loads of taxes, we're not gonna fix your roads, you can't afford to eat groceries, we're giving $100 billion to someone else, thanks, bye, going home now for the day, oh, and my wages have been put up. What this clown world? Of course they're against me, they're against everybody. And what do? I tell people to think and be brave. I say, get some balls and think for yourself and say what you think. So that can't be allowed to happen because they don't want to fix the sickness of society because society is sick. Instead, what they want to do is get rid of the person who points it out. And we have all these problems and everyone's pretty much accepting it. But when this guy reminds them, it causes an issue. We're not going to fix the problems. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. That's why I have to go. So sorry to interrupt you, but the people in charge don't agree with anything I say. The people in power, you're right, but they don't agree with any normal person's point of view. They don't give a shit about any of us. When's the last time you've seen any of the people in power talk about inflation, talk about the fact that the border crisis, the border's not closed, talk about rampant crime, talk about the educational system being under attack? No. What do they talk about instead? LGBT, the climate, crap no one cares about. No one cares about this crap. Mm-hmm. All they talk about is the crap no one cares about because that's the people who put them in power, those with the money who are trying to purport these garbage agendas. And all the things you do care about, you're not allowed to mention. If you mention them on a podcast like this, you're going to end up in a jail cell. Take me to fucking jail then.
Top G.
Take me to jail. I don't know what the delay is. Let's go. Let's just do it.
Yeah. So, but again, I keep kind of harping on that, but it's like I'm so curious how, or maybe you don't even think of it that way in terms of how you see you coming out the other side with the heat waned off, or do you think do you think that's a possibility, or do you think it's going to be like a fight till the death?
I think as this war ends, another one will begin. I think that life just morphs from one war to the next. Even if you think about the average person's life, they think, I'll be happy once I just get over this one thing, or I'll be happy once this is done, or I'll be happy once I bought this, and it never works out like that. As this war ends, another war will begin. Life is constant and never-ending war. You can either try your very best to have an easy life and be an unimportant nobody, or you can get very good at having a hard life and at least matter as you suffer through the human experience. And I don't see an ending because I don't think war is ever going to end. The war will change, perhaps. Perhaps it's not a Romanian court, perhaps it's something else, but the war is going to go on forever. And every single day I'm going to get up and do my best while I'm breathing. And that's the reality I'm going to live for as long as they let me live, until they decide that they don't want me around anymore. And I would never kill myself. And that's the bottom line.
And I love that you say that too. You always say, I would never kill myself.
I wouldn't. When I was in jail, the first month